All right, I hope all of you are doing really great out there in the world. Today, I wanted to share with you my small Godzilla collection, and it is slowly growing. I do have a lot of pre-orders on the way, and I'm going to be really excited to share those with you guys soon as well. To start it off, in 2021 at MegaCon, I picked up my first figure. I used to have a lot when I was a kid, and like I said, I got out of it, but got back into it around 3 years ago. And it was really when I found this guy at MegaCon. I was not expecting to buy a Godzilla toy that day. And this is the SUPER7 2019 Godzilla King of the Monsters. I'll show him up close. And I was like, oh, so this is what Godzilla figures look like today? I could not believe the amount of detail that was on this guy. And I think I got him for like $100 around there. Wasn't that much at all. Wasn't that bad at all. And he's fairly large too. And he looks so cool. And he has remained one of my favorite figures. Almost dethroned by this beautiful new SUPER7. This was the newest one that I got. I just got this. And this is a great comparison, a great size comparison rather. If you're used to SOFIX sizes, you'll be used to the SUPER7. Can't get over how fun it is articulating the SUPER7 figure and all the different ranges of motion it has. So we'll see how many Godzillas I can fit over here before it gets too much. So we get beautiful SUPER7 standing right here. All right. The S.Hmonsterarts. Small but mighty. Let's see if we'll move him over here. Okay. A S.Hmonsterarts 1954 Godzilla. This is the black and white one. I know there's a new color one coming. I say that because weirdly, because I didn't know he was red. I guess the true portrait of him, he was red in color, which is really cool. I didn't know that. I thought he was more of a green in the posters, rather, in the poster color. I thought he was green with like purplish spikes. I didn't know he was red, so I was wrong. He looks cool either way. Love this guy. Love that movie. And I have the 2002 S.Hmonsterarts Godzilla. He is awesome. I love him. He is looking up towards the sky, but that is totally fine. His eyes look really cool though, to be honest with you. Some of the S.Hmonsterarts are really, really amazing. Next one is another S.Hmonsterarts. This one is my personal favorite. This is Gigan. I feel bad that some people had some complaints about this guy, and I know it's pertaining to the back wings here, his fins. I messed with them 2 or 3 times, and I was like, okay, I'm not. So I do get that. It is very a small ball joint in there. But look at how amazing this guy looks. I mean, it looks like they just pulled him right out of the screen. And his articulation is so great. I love him. Honestly, the only time it's worth, I guess, pulling these out is if you were to have 2 of these where you have one in flight mode and one not. But even then, the fins don't move out that different. He still looks like he's flying either way, in my opinion. But yeah, that's honestly my favorite S.Hmonsterarts. Then another S.Hmonsterarts 2021 Mechagodzilla. I love this guy. Part die cast. The fact that these pistons move here on the front and on the back, the legs here, like, literally blows my mind. That is so cool. Those ones are hard to move. I wonder if I just don't want to push it too hard. This is probably definitely the most fragile figure that I have. Let's see, I may have to move this guy back. And I have the S.Hmonsterarts Godzilla Singular Point. Now, I got this guy a few years ago. I still have yet to see the TV show, believe it or not. I still need to get around to watching that. I'm sure I'll like it. I thought this design was so cool. I had to pick this guy up. Look at all those rows of teeth. That is so cool. And his tail, I mean, I feel like his tail's like almost 2 feet long. It's insane. I love this guy. Then I got a Hiya skull crawler. Love this guy. He suffers from the problem that a lot of people were talking about, that his little webbings in his mouth rip, or tear rather. Mine came like that out of the box. Doesn't bother me though. This guy is so cool looking. I usually just keep his mouth half open like that. And I usually keep him staring at a figure that I keep in the box, which I'll show to you next. Just kind of an obscure thing. So this is the S.Hmonsterarts Godzilla vs. Kong figure. This is Kong. And yeah, I usually have my skull crawler screaming at it because I got it signed by Tom Hiddleston at last year's MegaCon in Orlando. So while everyone, a sea of people, were having him sign Loki stuff, I had my earphones in. I was watching King Kong, or Skull Island rather, and I was just waiting to meet him so I can get him to sign this figure. Unfortunately, these guys were on pre-order, but they were not out yet, and I was really hoping that the skull crawler would be released so I can get him to sign the skull crawler instead. That would mean a lot. But still, this is all I had. So you give it to people and they pass it down to him, and I'm in front of him now at this point, and he's takes the box and he's moving it around and looking at it. It was really funny, and I said, hey, I know it's not your movie, but without your help, he would have never grown up to be an adult. I wanted to tell him, hey, my skull crawler won't be here for a while. What the heck? Can you come back? But I didn't say that, and I just said that, and he was really nice. He said, yeah, I know I did help him a bit of the way, and he signed, his name and Conrad on there. I thought that was pretty cool. That was his name in the movie. Love that movie. And now, I do have a couple of figures in the boxes. I have this SUPER7 black and white Godzilla -1 color. This is the new one that just came out. Like I said, weirdly enough, this black and white figure got released to me a few days before this colored figure, which is pretty bizarre. I thought for sure that this figure would have came first, but no, that's not the case. Pretty weird. So I had to look at him through with a flashlight first. I didn't want to look through. I didn't want to open the box rather, so I had to look through with a flashlight. Next one that I'm keeping in the box, I'm pretty proud of. Love this one. The SUPER7 Godzilla Thirsty for Blood. Now, I've never read this comic, never been too into comics, but I thought this figure was absolutely gorgeous. Not just the box art, but the figure itself. I do keep it in plastic. I keep it taped up. I don't know why. I know I'm crazy. I really want to open it and display them. Maybe one day, if the world is ending, I'll open these boxes up and play with them when the meteor's coming. But yeah, I love this box art. It's gorgeous. All right. One of my oldest figures, actually, I got when I was 21 years old on my 21st birthday. This is in 2014. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Jax? J-A-K-K-S. I think a lot of you know what figure I'm talking about here. And this is the giant, let's see if I can get out of the frame. This is the giant Godzilla. He is over, or just under 22 inches tall. Just pretty insane. I love this guy so much. I got him on my 21st birthday. I was so excited. I loved that movie, Godzilla 2014. I never would have thought it would have been at the point it is now. We are so lucky as Godzilla fans, honestly, to be at the point that we are. To have not just one Godzilla, the American Godzilla, but we have Godzilla -1, and then we have all these TV shows. I mean, we're so lucky right now. So I'll move this guy out of the way. I'm a little disappointed because I missed so many cool releases. But I do have a lot of pre-orders on the way that I'm excited to share. But most of my time has been consumed by dinosaurs. Like these. I don't know if you ever heard of this company. This is a company called Nanmu. And this is what my collection really consists of, is a lot of dinosaurs and movie monsters. Clearly this is not a scientifically accurate dinosaur, right? This one is actually the color version from the novel, the Jurassic Park novel. I don't know if you guys ever read it. It is really good. Listen to it on audiobook. I'm too lazy to read. But yeah, so movie monsters like that. But then I also collect a lot of scientifically accurate dinosaurs like this Concavenador. So this is a really neat dino. And this is by Wonders of the Wild. So they did a really good job on this creature right here. So I may switch it up soon, and I gotta show off some of my dinosaurs because I do have a ton of dinosaurs. And I do have a lot of Jurassic Park style dinosaurs as well. And I do have a lot more Godzilla pre-orders on the way that I'm really excited to share with you guys. All right, and again, thank you guys for stopping by. And until the next time we meet,